Hello, everyone. This is gonna be different than the usual video I do. Instead of uploading content, which I recorded a lot of, I got like five more episodes, which I'm not really going to upload. Reason being is a patch came out recently. Came out Sunday, the 28th, and a lot of things happened with this patch. One of the biggest things is the class balance. If you've been watching the other videos, you see me die a lot to things. You see me complain a lot. One of those complaints is the Pyromancer and the Druid. The Druid to me is easy, but one of the things is the Pyromancer. One of the classes that I actually want to play, and I've decided not to go that route of playing the Pyromancer on a new run. I'm gonna get into that shortly, but I also want to go through this patch real quick because what they tried to do is do a balanced patch to make all the classes more equal. Does it work? I don't really know. You seen through my content, I only really played through one class, that is the Death Knight, because I want to be a skeleton, and I still do want to be a skeleton. But the classes are race lock. Race lock meaning that the humans can only be fighters and rogues, and the skeletons going to be death knights or chiromancers, and the elves can only be, I think, druids and something else. Point is though, you can see from these patch notes, we've actually found some lot of interesting things. The druid has superior senses, so apparently the druids can like wall hack. They can see through walls. They can find you, so druids can easily find you at. So sneaking around druids doesn't work. But they changed that. The vision effect of predatory senses will now display for 3 seconds every 5 seconds instead of being permanent. That's crazy. Their radius also decreased from 30 meters to 25, which I don't think matters. I think what really matters is that display for 3 seconds every 5 instead of permanently. And the red dots from predatory senses will no longer appear on the mini map. I think that's a real good balance for the druids. Makes it easy to sneak up on them. I mean, they got 3 seconds to find you. If they see your body and they looking for you, it'll be hard to find you. I think the druids are really good at hunting down people. I don't know why that's not in the mithril order. If you want to hunt down the players or you see somebody coming up on you, but whatever. The second thing for the druids that they changed with the mobility. If you don't know, they can transform the panthers, and the biggest one is the cooldown for the panthers form E skill is increased from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. 3 second cooldown increase, maybe. I mean, they can probably pounce maybe twice less than what they usually do. If you see me fight a druid in other videos, you know they pounce a lot. And the base movement speed in the human and panther forms is reduced by 20 points. And as you can see, made them top tier mobility, made them nearly impossible meat classes to catch. Which is true, because once you find a druid, if he doesn't want to fight you, you're not fighting him. He summons his tree, turn to panther form, jump out of the way, and he's just gonna run away. As a death knight, the class I was playing, if you can't catch him with that E, you're honestly not gonna catch him. You're not gonna get him. One of the last ones is the ferocity. They increase the damage from panther form. They increase the damage by 50%, and the base attacks of panther form is increased by 20%. I mean, for lower movement speed and a 3 second extra. Oh, and transformations will no longer clear debuffs like this. But see, not a lot of classes got debuffs. For example, the Death Knight doesn't have a debuff. They got a grab, which grabs you, pulls you to it. That's it. Now debuff, and then the second one is the death shot around you. The one I used, I believe, didn't slow you down. I'm not sure in the second because I never used it. Next is the fighter. Increase, but we not a fighter. That's humans only. We play the Death Knight. Fighter increase health by 10%. Reduce the cooldown by 10 seconds for both E skills, Inspire and Charge, and increase the range. Again, as you see, the Panther got to jump every 8 seconds. So every 8 seconds it's attacking you. It could run away every 8 seconds, or it could pounce you every 8 seconds, do some massive damage. Because the Shadow Assault is increased by 50% and the Panther form damage increased by 20%. But then the fighter is charging the Spire, which is like his rally moves and his get on you moves. It's a 30-second cooldown. Panther jump from you in Panther jumps from you. You use Inspire to use Charge to catch up to it. You think on a 30-second cooldown, they're on an 8-second cooldown. You're not going to kill them in 8 seconds. They can block. They speed still gonna be higher than you. They run away, and after 8 seconds, if you don't have them on you or slow somehow, they just jump again and they're gone. So I don't think that's a real good. That's a real good debuff for Druid, but whatever. Especially not a fighter. 30-second cooldown. That's kind of ridiculous. Same thing. The Zealot, which is just the fighter, which is weird because I spell Mithril M-Y, but they spell it M-I-T. Which one is the right spelling? I don't know. This might not even be that same intended thing. Whatever. Same thing as the fighter. The Death Knight, the ones we play. The Soul Shroud and Soul Storm, which I believe I do Soul Shroud because it follows and Soul Storm is placed on the ground. You reduce incoming damage by 15% while active. And they are considering speeding up the cast animation for Soul Shroud and providing a stronger slow effect during this effect. I don't think I get a slow effect, so I probably got Soul Storm. Because I know that werewolf will be jumping on me and I don't do anything. But reduce incoming damage by 15%. Yes, that makes you more tanky. Is it saving you health? Because you get hit for 100 damage instead of 100, what's 85? So you probably get one more. They probably hit you one more time to survive. But again, when you press Q, it drains so fast, and you can't pop a mana potion. You can't gain it back unless you kill an enemy and get their soul to recharge it. So you're in the middle of a fight, fighting a Panther Druid or something, or a fighter, or a Pyromancer, or Swordmaster. Once your Q down, you losing that incoming damage mitigation. They could just come into you and just run away from you. Yeah, you can put it popping on and off, but again, you chasing somebody that jumps away 8 seconds. Whatever. Pyromancer. So the Pyromancer had built-in tankiness, I believe. Yeah, so the stamina passive Frost Echoes has changed to when the allies deal unblock out of damage to targets affected by the Q skill, they get a 40 point shield. The shield no longer stacks. They added energy cost to the E skill Ice Armor. So if I'm not mistaken, that means Ice Armor was free to use. You could just put it on, get a shield, no mana cost or soul cost because it's a skeleton. So skeletons don't use mana; they use soul energy. So you got to kill somebody for it. But it's not consume 25 soul energy per use. I mean, that's nothing. If I'm not mistaken, the Pyromancer gets. Okay, so I think Frost Echoes was once you deal damage to somebody, you get a shield or you heal. I think they changed that. Actually, we'll go into that. So others added a low quality crossbow and 15 bolts to the default starter gear for characters that can use crossbows. That's good because you start with other weapons. You start with all the other weapons to use to bring into the game, but you never start with a crossbow. Again, I think personally the crossbow sucks. I think trying to kill anybody or fight anybody with that crossbow is meant for long range picking, which is not my style. I get 1 hour off, not even worth the reload, because by the time you reload, they're going to be on you, especially if you're fighting a big enemy like a wolf or something, and then you go hand in hand. Not my problem. But actually, we're going to look to classes because I want to show something, reveal something. And then they also did a content release roadmap of what they're updating with. The 31st, which if you're watching this today, I uploaded, which is a Tuesday. So on Wednesday, they're adding some new things. A new skill for Rogue, which we do not play. Doesn't matter to us. We get weapon skins. So weapons, the one-handed sword, the dagger, the crossbow, and the staff are going to get a skeletal weapon set, which is good as a skeleton. I want to go in there with skeleton armor. However, I use two-handed swords. They're just updating a one-handed sword for now. How do I feel about that? And I don't reuse the one-handed sword. And then they updating a one-handed sword to a skeleton weapon set, but they're not doing it for the shield right now. So I have to go two one-handed swords, but we tried that. Kind of sucks. Whatever. Limited time quests, a unique headwear cosmetic. We have to see what it is. I don't know what the quest is, but it's limited time. The thing about it, I don't like limited time quests because it's FOMO, you know, the fear of missing out. If like, oh, you got a week to complete this. What if I'm on vacation for a week, or I don't play it for a week and I don't get to the game, and then I just lose this unique headwear cosmetic? Doesn't seem fair. It should be like a long time quest forever for as long as the game lasts. They can always do to come back for that. Especially if that. What be interesting is this hardware cosmetic. Is it in your box permanently, or can you lose it inside the dungeon? That's good to look at. And then dungeon mutation. More shadow portal spawns. During this event, the spawn rate of shadow portals will be significantly increased. Get your team ready to face the wrath of the eventual monarch. I have never, as long as we've been playing, y'all been with me every way. We have not seen a shadow portal. We might have seen it in one of the episodes I'm not uploading, which is a red portal. And I would go back for y'all, find that, and show you it right now. But I might be too lazy. I don't know. I don't know which video it is. It'd be hard to look for. I'll look for it. I'll find it. And then, so that's July 31st, August 15th, and then August 15th, we get a new trial mode, which you complete against the most powerful players in the arena. And then, hopefully, by the time that comes, be up to a level where we're in that arena. The store update, the skeletal weapon set expands to the two-handed swords, orbs, one-handed maces, and shields in the game store. New hunter and pirate theme hardware commands also available. Now, don't know what I mean by hunter. Is that like Craven type hunter or animal type hunter? I don't know. But just headwear cosmetics. As a skeleton, I want people to see my skeleton face. How this bad behind a badass helmet on. You see that look. Then druids again, new skill. Do I think they need a new skill? No, they kind of overpowered. Druids and Pyromancers kind of overpowered. Unless that skill is to transform into a different animal. Instead of transform into a panther, transform into a bear or something, or a lion. That would be cool, and I love it for them. Just because we don't like the class and we don't play it, don't mean they can't get nothing. And then another limited time quest where you get unique hairwear cosmetic. So I don't know. And it says as such, or at bottom as such, weapon skins will now apply legendary uniques. Now, that's crazy, right? Because you want to go into a... Okay, so this is interesting. You want to go into a dungeon with the highest equipment you can, which is legendary uniques. But the weapon skins don't apply. Is that mean the weapon skins come as a token? Because if the weapon skins are just a skin you use for all the weapons, no matter what weapon you get, then it doesn't matter if you lose the weapon, because you're going to lose legendary anyway. But this makes it seem the whole weapon skins will not apply legendary uniques. You can lose that weapon skin in a dungeon. And you have to reapply it based on probably gold, or probably forge it in the thing, which again goes back to the whole thing where if I want to forge it anyway, I should be able to apply that skin for without the extra cost. So it seems like we're gonna have a problem with that, because why would I buy a skin I can't use with the best armor or best thing I have, all unique, whatever. But, and I'll put this up right now. One of the things I want to look at is another thing they released is the class balance insights, which basically shows the overall pick rate and extraction rate, and it's based on data from only level 20 characters. So there's some discrepancy between this. Level 1 character might be higher than this, different. But level 20 characters, you should be pretty set in your thing. It took me 12 videos, maybe 10 to get to level 20, and I feel like I know the level I'm at good and know my character and what to do. I may fat finger the button differently, but I feel like I know what I'm gonna do. So you look at this, the pick rate for everything is different. Priest has the lowest pick rate at a 1.83%, which makes sense because the priest can't do damage with their abilities. They're going to heal the party or buff the party. So it makes sense. You're not really going to pick a priest unless you're in a team. Then on the second lowest, you got the Pyromancer at 10%. And then above that, Fighter at 12, and everybody kind of even out at 14. And then Druid and Rogue coming at 19. Oh, actually, the Druid is at 12% too. Interesting. So my bad. Lowest is Priest, then Pyromancer, then Druid, then Fighter, then Death Knight, Pyromancer, and Swordmaster around the same percent, and the Rogue is the highest, which makes sense. The Rogue has invisibility, backstab you. One that basically once you stab with the daggers, if you get behind somebody, you stab them, extra damage. So it's kind of amazing that the Druid is kind of lower picked than the Death Knight, which makes sense. The Death Knight and the Pyromancer, the only skeleton classes. So I assume that for 13%. And the Swordmaster, you get a bunch of swords to swing around. Makes sense. It's the cool factor. But what I want to look at is I don't want to play main classes. I'm already a Death Knight, and I really want to do Pyromancer, but it's at 14%. I don't want to do that. But one of the things that I looked at is the extraction rate. If you notice, the pick rate is not in order, but the extraction rate is. The extraction rate is from highest to lowest. The Druid has the highest extraction rate at 54%. Now that could be because certain players that get level 20 with the Druid, there's a higher skill ceiling, so they can get out quicker. We don't know. But just based on this, the Druid has that higher extraction rate, and a Pyromancer has the lowest at 45. Lowest 45, then they go to Fighter at 48, then Priest at 48 as well, which is super low, which is amazing. I mean, all of them getting through. Then the Death Knight class you play at 49, where it evens out at, and 51, 52, 54. This comes to me to let me know that Pyromancer is not what I want to go. You don't want to play a skeleton. What I want to do is play that Pyromancer. We only got 2 skills. It's kind of sad. Enemy player, 100 enemy fireballs against swift casting for seconds, reduces the channeling time your next power blast by half. Okay. I mean, we don't have much customization options. And this is lowest class, so this is one of the classes I really want to play. So that's what actually we're going to do here. We're going to make us a Pyromancer, and you're going to be here with me for the next, been 20 minutes already. Been here for too long. We'll make this real quick. Something hot. Yeah, it's the lips. Yeah, okay. Eye color. See, Pyromancer will have red. We gonna go blue. Yeah, blue. I wish you could zoom in on this and like get a light, or like, can I zoom in? Nope. Blue it is. Can I change? Yep. Change the hair. No, we not DEI. No. This is black. What is what? Oh, okay. I feel like going in with a red head will really kind of. It's gonna show everybody where we at. I won't be able to hide that. I don't love the short hair, but I love the hiding one eye. We didn't have to do this with the skeleton. It's not really much hair options. It's not like we can change our skull. That would have been cool actually. You can like choose a skeleton, have a crack your skull open. Again, it was close to one eye showing. No, we're not going bald headed. I think this is, I mean, it's cliche to go red hair, right? Let's go white. Screw it. Scar. Of course, we can't see the scar because of the hair in the way. Yep, we'll keep it cool. It's the classic anime cool stuff. Markings. I do want some markings now. And I want the markings in red. Pink. White. Pink. Well, light red. not a cool thing. I mean, nobody's gonna really see this but us. If you even got a helmet on, maybe we won't barely see it. I think that's cool. Cover it up, can't really see it. Know what's going on that side. Makeup style. Well, dang, if I knew about this, I wouldn't have. Maybe keep it black. But yeah, keep it light, whatever. Do it. Yep, so, oh no, yeah, display that. We want the hoodie. Which means hair was useless. Whatever. Um, and for this. Yeah, but this is going to be our next class. Instead of playing a Pyromancer like I want, I love going that Underdog route and playing something that's not thing. Going to get a new thing. Oh man, I made a whole thing about the skull. I guess we just set the skull on fire. And what to name this one? Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Pyro Fluffy? That doesn't even... I think of something. I'm in the video there, but I think of something to do. So, see y'all in the next videos. We're going to start using the Pyromancer more and go to the dungeon and see if we can get that, we can do better than 45% distraction rate. I need a name. I think of a name.